Hey folks, this is Craig. I just thought I would show you a little bit more detail about how to make charcloth. Charcloth is, just as the name implied, cloth that has been charred for the use of catching a spark when using flint and steel. And you start with basically any cotton-based cloth, in this case little pieces of terry cloth, enclosed in a semi-airtight container, metal container. In this case it's like a Altoids tin or mince, whatever this is. It needs to have enough space for gas to escape, but not enough to allow enough oxygen in for the combustion of the cloth. And what you're going to end up with is a carbonized cloth. The cloth that doesn't ignite because there's not enough oxygen, but it does completely get covered with carbon, which allows it to easily catch a spark and then burn. So just pack fairly tight with cotton cloth, and the rougher the better, at least up to a degree, because you want the spark to be able to sort of catch in the roughness of the cloth after it's turned to charcloth. You can also use dry rotten wood, often called punk wood. Even some funguses can be used for the same purpose, but cloth is easily available. It is probably easier to make charcloth than it is to make char punk wood. So what you do is just build a fire and place it, the entire can, in the fire, and smoke will begin to come out, as you see, as the cloth heats up and wants to burn, but it can't burn because of the lack of oxygen. So you just leave it there for, well, however long it takes for smoke to stop coming out of the can to let you know it's done. Well, it's been in the fire for 5 minutes or so now, and as you can see, the smoke is coming out of the seams in the can, indicating that the cloth is carbonizing inside and turning into charcloth. Alright, the smoke has pretty much stopped coming out of the can, so what you want to do at that point is take it off of the fire completely to an area where it can cool, and then you let it stay there and cool for, well, a couple of hours until it's completely cool, because if you open it up now, all that highly heated cloth will just burst into flame and be destroyed. So you need to let it completely cool, and then when you open it up, hopefully you have black charred cloth. So now the can has completely cooled. It's been sitting here, it's actually only been about less than an hour, and it's totally cool now. And I'm going to open it up and we'll see what we have inside. I have a feeling that it might be a little overdone, because watching the video from earlier, I should have taken it off immediately when the smoke first stopped coming out of the can, and I think I left it in there a little too long, so we'll see what we have. Yeah, see, this is a little overdone, a little overcharred, but it'll still work fine. That's still completely usable. And as you can see, all that white cloth is now completely covered with a layer of carbon, which will easily catch a spark from the flint and steel, or from the steel off the flint, and then will continue to burn or smolder to be able to make a fire with. So that's how you make charcloth.